Hi Annie, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. I have a few questions about your concerns as we move into our future teaching experiences. Would you mind if I ask them?
Not at all, go ahead.
Awesome. So first off, what experiences have you had working in school so far?
So we've been lucky at Iowa State. In even our freshman and sophomore years, we got to go into the classrooms to observe and teach many lessons. And then last year we had our practicum experience where we had 4 weeks in a classroom 2 times a week. So that was awesome. And then whenever I go back home, I get to help out in the school system back home. So I've had quite a bit of experience.
Oh, that's good.
So that hopefully will help me.
So what grades are you working with when you had these experiences?
I have had, my practicum last year was in kindergarten, and then it was in 3rd grade level. And then I have, whenever I go back home, I work with the kindergarteners, and then sometimes I stop into the 1st grade classroom as well. So it's mostly the younger grades.
Yeah. So since you've had all these experiences, are those the grades that you're leaning towards wanting to work with, or that's just the opportunities you've had?
That it is what I want to do, ideally. So I've kind of sought out like the kindergarten classroom back home. I was like, I want to come in and help and see them. So
well, you have that bubbly personality, so it fits. Exactly. So as you're moving away from these practicum experiences and into your first classroom, what concerns do you have?
I am nervous. Like I said earlier, I really want to teach the younger grades, such as kindergarten. So I'm really nervous about my classroom management plan. I really want to make sure that I can instill in them the rules and the boundaries, but still make sure I'm not mean about it or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to find that happy medium and make sure that I can control my classroom okay. So hopefully that will go
So
well.
Classroom management is your biggest concern, is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you most doubtful about implementing this classroom management?
I'm nervous because I feel like we have to start in you do have to start in the first day of school, but I'm nervous that I won't effectively communicate what I want from them and what my expectations are. So I really want to make sure that I can do that right in the beginning. So I'm kind of doubtful about being able to implement that, but I feel like once I get more practice and more classrooms during my student teaching experience, hopefully I'll have more strategies and more confidence that I'll be able to do that.
Yeah, that's a huge concern for me too. You know, you hear about all these theories and like ways to do it, but when you are standing in front of 25, 30 kids, how do you tell them exactly about it? Yeah. So when you're having these experiences with the practicum, has your teachers talked to you at all about how they implement it?
Yeah, I have always asked them since I've been interested in it. So they have given me some insightful answers on how they started, but also they said that it comes with experience a lot too. So hopefully the experience, everything for a first year teacher is new. So hopefully after that I'll be like, oh, I can do this classroom management stuff. So hopefully that will work. But I've seen strategies implemented in classrooms that I think really work for the grade levels that I'm looking for. So hopefully I'll be able to implement those on my own and my students love them as well.
Yeah, and you'll be great at it as you gain these experiences. What are the first steps you're going to take as you move through these concerns?
Well, hopefully we've learned a lot about classroom management, and we've had to write classroom management plans. So I think maybe I should go back and look at those first and kind of get some ideas in my mind. And I also want to, for my student teaching experience, I want to pick the brain of my cooperating teacher and find out what ideas she has for me or advice. And then I just want to kind of practice it on my own.
Yeah. So you're saying lots of practice and reviewing what we've learned is how you're going to go about preparing for this. Yeah, that's a great strategy. What does this mean as you're going through these steps and you know what your concerns are, and as you're working through them, what does this mean for your future as a teacher?
Hopefully, because new strategies are being implemented every single day for teachers. So hopefully as a future teacher, I will be able to just keep up on all of those and then continue to add on to what I already have implemented. So even just the little stuff like attention getters for students. So I just want to make sure that when I am a real teacher, I am staying current on all the news and the strategies and all that sort of good stuff for teachers, especially in the classroom management field.
So it sounds like you plan on constantly growing and being aware of new strategies to try out with your classroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, great. Thank you for answering my questions.
No problem.